Alright, everyone, welcome to Street City Studio. I'm John Von Doom today, and this week we've been doing a lot with my Hulk figures. We've been seeing a lot of Hulk. I've been playing with this Hulk figure a lot, and in part, or at least on my end, that's because I was playing with my Fantastic Four and my Thing specifically. I was playing with Ben Grimm here, and he needed an opponent, right? And so I thought I'd use this opportunity to transition into today's video, right? Because it's going to include them, because I feel like I didn't cover what I wanted to cover. Or there's more to cover even, right? And that's the beauty of it. There's always more to cover, maybe. In part, the whole Fantastic Four aspect and the Doctor Doom aspect, right? Let me get my head out of here. Because I am a big fan of this Doctor Doom figure and Doctor Doom in general, right? But not just Doctor Doom, the Fantastic Four, and specifically, right, Ben Grimm. That whole notion led into Ben Grimm and his feud with the Hulk. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to get back to some Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four, and in the meantime, that might include some Hulk, right? I kind of want to set up some shots, and I had some stuff in mind already. But I'm going to get Hulk out of here for now. We may bring him back, because I've got some stuff in mind for him. Oh, I'm hitting my light because his feet aren't flat. I'm over here trying to fix his feet. Hitting my light. But like I said, I'm a big fan of Fantastic Four, and I don't get these figures off the shelf enough and pose them up. So I thought that's what we might do here, right? I'll turn him towards the camera maybe more here. And now I got him on the stand from oh, that's an old figure. I think it's a Toy Biz Nate Gray, the X-Man stand. But I always thought that was real perfect for Human Torch, too. For lots of fire characters, really. It's a great piece. Now, I was thinking about using my alternative Happy Meal Sue Storm here, but I feel like it's not gonna catch, it doesn't catch the light quite how I want it to. She doesn't really look clear or see-through. She looks more like a ghost, real foggy, you know? It's a neat piece, and I thought about trying to squeeze it in here, but I'm not gonna really. That was it. I did, but that was it, baby, right? I was really thinking about something like that. And we can even zoom in. Well, that's too much, maybe. Zoom out. There we go. There we go. We can reposition a little bit. All right. Yeah, as soon as I moved him, that drew the focus off of them. Maybe if I pull him back a little bit more. Get some focus on them. Alright. Oh, she's still kind of... Oh, because he's blocking the light. The light's coming in from here, and as soon as I moved him back, it blocked her light. See? Put her in the shadow. So that's something you always got to kind of watch out for. Right. when he was up here, it didn't cast a shadow on her. But as soon as I pushed him back, cast that shadow right on her. But if I pull him too far forward, then they become less visible. And I don't want that. Sometimes, but not right now. I want him to be the focus, but I don't want them to be out of focus per se. Right? Maybe just a little, and that's okay. But now I was thinking about posing them. And again, these figures don't always have the widest range, right? Like for Ben here, right? That's as closed as his arm will get. So like, for example, if I wanted to have him flexing a muscle, well, maybe that's as closed as it'll get, but now his biceps sideways, right? So he's not really making a muscle. So I can't have him like making a muscle or something, right? Like, it just kind of looks like he's raising his arms, like he's surrendering, right? Or maybe he's about to clobber you. But it doesn't look like flexing or whatever. So he's kind of got like a tight flex right there, like that, or a wide flex like that. Right? You can straighten his arms a bit for something like a punch, and that gives you some good punches. But if you're not doing punches, right, there's only so much we can get out of him. Tight flex or a wide open flex, I guess. And even his head, even his head, right, he can't look left or right exactly. You gotta kind of turn his whole body there and then turn his head just a little bit, right? Because if you overdo it, that don't look right. But you can have him looking that way. It's just like Batman neck. He's got real stiff Batman neck, right? Now, not sure how much more I can squeeze out of this. I was thinking about using, what is it? Using some of these fireball effects. Where is it? Right there. Some of these fireball effects. Maybe Human Torch is throwing a fireball here. Oh, it's loose on his arm. I need that sticky tack. Where did I put that sticky tack? I just had it. There's a little bit. I don't know if that's going to be enough. I got the tiniest bit. I know I got some in Hulk's head here, but then his head's going to wobble around if I steal that. I don't know if this is going to be enough for this. No, it definitely doesn't seem like it's enough. Alright, so the fireball's out, I think. At least for the moment. Right. I hadn't thought about it, but I kind of thought it was going to be loose on his arm, and I don't really love these other ones, right? I've said it before, but like these funnels or whatever, I don't love that one. So we'll just skip over that part. Right? But something I was thinking about was everyone's favorite alternate Fantastic Four. Right? If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about, right? How about some of these guys? And now I was thinking about using brown suit. I really like the brown suit Wolverine for this. But I think Madripoor Wolverine would be slightly more accurate, right? And there we go. For the sake of Ghost Rider, I even have a little motorcycle here. I know some of my viewers like bikes in 3 3/4. Right. So I don't know if that's, you want to call it Ghost Rider's motorcycle, since it doesn't have flaming wheels or anything. If you don't like that, you could just call it Wolverine's motorcycle too, I suppose, couldn't you? But let's kind of like him in there, but maybe I'll take him out anyways. I kind of like him in there, but I know he's not part of this group, is he? He's not part of this lineup of the Fantastic Four. I was a big fan of seeing these guys team up. This version of the Fantastic Four always caught my attention. Let me get him off. I don't think he's gonna stand too good with this webbing without the base. But we're gonna try. Oh, I got him for now. Let's see him too. Try to pull him back in a little bit. Pull him back over that way a little bit. Right? How about that? Got some new Fantastic Four. I kind of like it when it gets blurry like that sometimes. But if you get them closer together, it's definitely a little less blurry. And even I can back up more, but puts me right at the edge here. Zoom in. Yeah, the further away I get and zoom in, the clearer the group is. But if I get closer, or pull him closer, right, starts becoming more blur to the background. So you just gotta pick and choose how much sometimes, right? But something, now that I'm here doing it, something I'm thinking about doing is both, right? Because that's a thing I can do. Yeah, let's kind of use Doom here to split the picture, right? Kind of mix it up here. I don't like where Hulk's at, but we can work on that as we go. Him too. Oh, he kicked his chain. How does that look? Kind of like that. Kind of like that. I don't know. The rest of them, right? Let's get these guys over here. Now he's turned all funny. Let me fix that. Maybe bring him back in a little bit so he's not cut off. Don't want him cut off much. Kind of want everyone as visible as possible. Right. I think I'm going to pull them up a little bit so that Hulk is in focus better and larger. Yeah, a little bit, maybe. Turn him. Maybe pull his arm down so he can squeeze in just that much more. Right? I might even bring his feet together so he's as tall as possible. There we go, let's try that. Oh, uh-oh, I lost Ghost Rider in there, didn't I? Let me pull him back in. Spider-Man can come out a little bit too. So he's more visible, right? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Move Doom around a bit here. Here we go. Man, maybe I'll lose this thwip, this Spider-Man web. I feel like that web is just blocking what I want to see. Right? I want to see Spider-Man. I felt like the prop was better, but maybe sometimes it's better without a prop, right? He could even be about to shoot some webs. His pose didn't look very natural. I feel like that can come forward too. Put some space in there. Yeah, I like that a lot. That's pretty fun. Nice little Fantastic Four. Almost like a then and now, even though I know that's not really a now kind of thing, right? And even like calling it the new Fantastic Four, that's kind of weird because it didn't stick. But I always liked it. Right? I always liked that the Fantastic Four has friends like these that in a time where the team was in trouble, they could call on someone or somebody could fill that gap to fight these villains, right? Fantastic Four, I can't even remember at the time. What were they, in space or something? But anyways, I always liked this team up. This is a good team up, and I don't know that there's too many villains that could fight that team, right? There's not too many villains that can take on any one of these by themselves, right? And it's wild to think that Wolverine and Spider-Man are the low tier of this team, right? You're talking Ghost Rider and Hulk, man. They're two unstoppable forces, just monsters. right? But the Fantastic Four, I don't know about you guys, but I was hooked on Fantastic Four before I was even reading comic books. I read comic books a lot through my early teens and teens. Well, I probably started around 10 to 12 and got heavier around 12 to 13. And throughout my teens and early 20s, I read a lot of comic books during those years. But I was watching Fantastic Four cartoons well before that, well before I was reading any comic books, before I was reading anything, I think, too, right? As far back as when I was a little kid. There was only a couple cartoons that I was really into as a little kid. And I can remember, right, He-Man and G.I. Joe, right, and Fantastic Four. That was definitely up there ever since I was a little kid. And it's definitely real sad to see, right, even Marvel shook them off because of the whole rights situation, and they don't get the love that they used to sometimes, I feel like. But we're definitely, giving them some love here today, and I know the MCU's got plans. I don't know what those plans will be, but we'll see where it goes. Kind of want to spread them out here and fill this little gap section here. Right, but then I feel like I'm pulling them too far that way. Maybe it's just Reed. Maybe I'll just leave Reed where he's at. Yeah, that's a little better, I think. Maybe even turn him a bit. It didn't do much. It really didn't. His head's a little loose. Kind of wish it would stick. No, he's not going back where I wanted him. There we go. I think that should be good. Try to get him a little over here. Fill that space a little. But yeah, I'm really liking that. I think that's about it. I think that's the shot I had in mind. I'll probably get a good one out of each team by themselves too, maybe, but that's definitely it. That's what I had in mind. Doom right down the middle, splitting the shot as the focus, right? But I kind of want to see if I zoom in more, I'm going to lose some tops of their heads and stuff, the sides of their arms. Ooh, almost dropped it. But I kind of do. I kind of want to push in real far. And just get real focused on Doom. That's kind of sweet. But you lose. Ooh, I'm knocking him down too. I'm so clumsy. But you lose so much back there. But it kind of makes me want to see it. Right? Oh, I want to see who's off to the side there. I want to see what's going on over there. Way back up. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely has its merits. But I'm going to pull him back a little. He's getting blocked by my camera stand here. Casting a shadow on him. Now, I definitely could have used a Smart Hulk for this too, Professor Hulk. I know he was a Professor Hulk during that period, but I didn't think it was worth that much to swap the head right now. I did consider it though, and even just like Wolverine, right? I considered the brown suit. I considered a yellow suit, right? Personally, I really like. Honestly, maybe I'll try it. Let's try it. I like the brown suit. For this team up, for some reason, I'm not even sure. I don't think he wore this costume particularly much for this team up specifically. Right? That's not a. I don't think that was a thing, but I do like it. Maybe it's the combination with Ghost Rider's orange and yellows. I don't know. A little bit of orange and yellow in his skull, right? I don't know, but I do like it. It looks good. It's a good look. I think it's something to do with the comic accurateness of those three or those two. I don't know. I like it though. It's a good shot. Again, I keep wanting to zoom in on him, but I lose a bit. Start getting shadows and blurries. But that's about it, I think. That's all I really wanted. A little Dr. Doom and Fantastic Four shoot today. Alright. Let me get my head back on me for the outro here. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do there we go. Yeah, it does fit. I wasn't sure if it was gonna. I'll do a Madripoor John for the outro. Look at them guns. Look at them claws. They're a little crookedy, I suppose. But there's you go. Madripoor John. There's a crazy experiment between Dr. Doom and Mr. Sinister team up. He was mad at me for stealing his armor and his cloak. But anyways, if you guys want to check me out on Facebook, you can head over there and check me out at John Wayna, Wayna. If you want to check out my photography, I posted on Instagram at Street City Toys. Not Street City Studio like the channel here on YouTube, but Street City Toys on Instagram. But otherwise, I appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with me. You keep playing with them toys, and I'll talk to you again real soon.